We are on the record in file number 2020-925-717-DP. Counsel, if you could place your appearances on the record, please.
Yeah, please, the court, Barney Weitzman here on behalf of the defendant.
Of course. All right. And Mr. Rush?
Your Honor, Kevin Rush appearing on behalf of Ms. Schuman.
All right. Where are we today, folks? Are we ready to resume?
I was about to begin cross-examination of Ms. Schuman.
That is my recollection as well. Come on up, Ms. Schuman, please. Ma'am, if you could raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear any testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. And ma'am, if you can just state your name for the record to be
Melissa
clear.
Schuman.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Weitzman.
Ms. Schuman, my understanding is that Remington was born May 11th of 2020,
Correct.
and your date of birth is March 13th, 1981, is that correct?
Correct.
You and Mr. Spivey started dating when Remington was a few months old, is that correct?
Correct.
And you began your relationship with Mr. Spivey in either August or September of 2020, is that correct?
Correct.
So my understanding from you that Mr. Spivey, or at least you have stated that Mr. Spivey does not use any controlled substances, including marijuana, is that true?
Correct.
You work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 9 to 5, is that accurate?
Yes.
You work in an office on Fenton Road, an insurance office, is that right?
Correct.
When Mr. Spivey is not working, he hangs out at your house, is that correct?
Sometimes.
And when I asked you at deposition if he was in fact hanging out at your house on the day of your deposition, August 24th, 2022, in fact, you indicated he was, is that correct?
I don't remember.
Would it refresh your recollection to look at the transcript of your deposition?
Sure.
Okay. May I approach?
Yes, of course.
Page 24. You understand that these pages work, there's 4 pages on a page?
Yep.
Okay. So page 24, line 2, question, okay, when he doesn't work, does he hang out at your house? Answer, sometimes. Question 1, is the last time Mr. Spivey hung out at your house during the week because he wasn't working? Answer, today.
Yes.
Okay. You're under oath and you're being truthful, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When I asked you at your deposition if Remington and Spivey are ever alone, you first indicated no, and then I asked you never, and your answer was you did not, that you recall. Is that accurate?
Yes.
All right. And my understanding is that you take Zoloft every other day for anxiety. Is that accurate?
Yes.
And you also drink alcohol once or twice a week.
No, once or twice a month.
Did you give this testimony at page 26? You can keep that transcript. Your deposition.
Oh, I said once or twice a week.
Okay. That was your testimony at deposition. Is that correct?
Yes.
You would agree that you're not supposed to drink alcohol when you're taking Zoloft, correct?
I don't take it when I'm drinking Zoloft.
Different question. Would you agree that you're not supposed to drink alcohol when you're taking Zoloft?
I've never been told that.
I'm sorry?
I've never been told that.
Are you aware of that?
No.
It's my understanding that you learned about Mr. Spivey's criminal background on March 9, 2021 from Mr. Rush. Is that correct?
Actually, it was March 8th.
Okay. From Mr. Rush?
Correct.
All right. And when you then asked Mr. Spivey about it, correct?
Correct.
And he told you that his wife started a relationship with the It's not being offered for the truth of the matter asserted.
How's
It's
that?
being offered to reflect what Spivey told her, which, in fact, I think the evidence will show wasn't true, okay? But it's to show what he told her, but not for the truth of the matter asserted. I'm not trying to prove, Your Honor,
No.
that the wife started it and pulled him into it.
Oh, sure. Now I'm following your logic.
Okay.
I'll allow it on that basis, Mr.
Thanks.
Waitsman.
He told you that, correct?
Yes.
All right. And, excuse me.
It's okay.
No, Your Honor, may I approach the witness for water?
Sure, of course.
Now, Mr. Spivey did not tell you about anything else, correct? He didn't tell you about his prior theft convictions, stuff like that, probation violations. He didn't share that with you, correct?
Correct.
All right. Now, in the summer of 2023, you had a conversation with Georgia Spivey, correct?
I did?
Yes, you did.
Oh. About coming to my house.
Okay, well, all right, but at some point you had a conversation with Georgia Spivey, I think it was in the summer of 2023, but it was sometime since you began seeing Mr. Spivey, where she shared a bunch of stuff about him, and you responded to her that you knew all about it and that he's a different person now. Did you make a statement like that?
No, not that I recall.
Not that you recall.
I did make a statement, but that wasn't what I said.
Okay, well, what did you say?
That her and I are not the same.
Okay. In fact, during the conversation, she told you that he had threatened to kill his former household. Did she tell you that?
No?
Did she tell you that he had,
Your Honor, I don't know why this isn't hearsay at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, no, I mean, I got what you were saying before, Mr.
Right.
Weissman, but if we're getting into statements that a completely third party said, I mean, how is this not hearsay?
because I am planning, well, first of all, I'm trying to see, I'm wanting to, what I'm trying to adduce is her reaction to the statements. Okay, so
Well, that doesn't
if she
make,
reacts to the statements in a way that's admissible, then her statements will be admissible with regard to the subject.
that doesn't make it any less hearsay, though. I mean, if you wanna call the
Well,
ex-Mrs. Spivey as a witness, I think you're fully entitled to
If
about what she
she-
did or didn't tell.
If
This
she
witness.
testifies that she, okay, well, there's a couple of things, let me just go question by question and then we'll.
Your Honor, if I can reserve that issue about whether any witness is not on the witness list can be called.
Well, I didn't know if she was or wasn't on the witness list, so
Yeah,
that was,
thank you.
that wasn't my point, Mr. Rush. It
I
was
know,
just
I know.
saying that I think there's a different way to get this testimony in if that's what you're after. So, I mean, the question about, that you just asked about, did she tell you X, Y, and Z? That is hearsay. I don't
Okay.
see any exception for it, so
Okay,
the
well,
court will
I
strike
wanna,
that.
I wanna be able to adduce that she was on notice of certain things, whether they're hearsay or not. And I also want to adduce her reaction to those statements, which would not be hearsay. And so I wanna plow through on this. At this point, those statements are not being offered for the truth of the matter asserted.
Okay,
All right,
So,
may I respond?
sure, Mr. Rush.
Yeah, they are being offered for the truth of the matter, sir. They are hearsay. Wanting to gauge a witness's reaction by eliciting hearsay, I don't know where that's in the rules of evidence and it's allowed. They're exciting utterances, but I don't know if wanting to gauge a witness's reaction to hearsay is whatsoever admissible. It's hearsay.
Well,
I object.
But here's also an interesting point, gentlemen, and I suppose I'd allow both of you to respond to this. She's not testifying necessarily, per se, about what Mrs. Spivey, I'm just gonna refer to her as such, she's not saying this person told me X, Y, and Z. The question is, was this said to you?
Correct.
So I guess I don't know that it's necessarily eliciting hearsay, because she's not, if she's denying the statement, then it's not being used to prove the truth of the matter asserted, because she's alleging that she's saying that the statement was never said to her. This is why I hate hearsay. I feel like I just twisted myself into a pretzel.
At this point, it's not being offered for the truth of the matter asserted.
Well, I disagree with you there, Mr. Weitzman. I think you are trying to offer it for the truth of the matter asserted. My question is more of one of, is it still hearsay if it's not, if she's saying the statement was never said, I guess. I mean, I'll allow it conditionally, but I don't want to go on at this point-by-point basis of, did she say this, did she say that? Because I think then we're trying to get the entire conversation in through questions, not through testimony. And I think that's just trying to tap dance around the hearsay.
Let me just indicate that Mrs. Spivey is out there, and I plan on calling her, and she was on my witness list,
Okay.
even though this is rebuttal, and she wouldn't have been required to be on the witness list. But in any event, back to you, Ms. Schuman. Did Ms. Spivey, did you react to Ms. Spivey's statement that Mr. Spivey had intentionally scalded one of his younger children's hands? Okay, did you react to that by saying, excuse me, I know everything about it, I know all about it, and he's a different person? Did that happen?
I don't recall reading anything about anything being scolded. I don't even know what you're talking about. It was
Okay, I'm not asking you about reading anything, I'm asking whether there was such a conversation.
We never had a conversation. Her and I have never spoke.
All right, now,
Oh, so wait, I guess I'm confused then. Because
Mhm.
we need to back up a little bit, because I did mean to clarify that, because I thought it got glossed over initially. So ma'am, you're saying you never even talked to her?
No. The first time I've laid eyes on her is today, coming in the courtroom, or coming in the downstairs.
did Ms. Spivey appear on your porch?
Yeah.
Your house?
Yeah, on a
Did you
camera.
understand she was there checking on Mr. Spivey because he had threatened suicide?
No.
Has Mr. Spivey ever threatened self-harm?
Not that I'm aware of.
When Ms. Spivey appeared at your house, did you send her a text saying, don't come to my house again?
Yes.
Something like that? Okay. And did she respond saying, if the father of my children threatens suicide, I'm going to check to see if he's okay?
I honestly, when was this message again? 4 months ago? I don't remember exactly what it said.
Was it something like that?
No, I think it was something a little different than that.
Well, what do you think it was?
Something about him being the father of her children, something about support, and I told her we're not the same.
Did she tell you? Okay.
I don't recall her
Excuse me,
saying
a different question.
Mhm.
Did she ever tell you that he threatened to kill everybody in her household?
Never?
Not hearsay, by the way, Judge. No. Have you hit Mr. Spivey?
No.
Have you ever punched Mr. Spivey?
No.
Has Mr. Spivey ever slept in your garage?
I don't think so. Not unless he fell asleep out there working.
Did you ever make the statement that Mr. Spivey is a changed person?
Probably.
Who did you make the statement to?
I just feel that way in general. If I said it, then I said it. I don't recall it.
Miss Wiswell told you that she was well versed on Mr. Spivey, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, answer the words.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. My understanding is that since you became a couple with Mr. Spivey, you could not recall, at least at your deposition, you could not recall whether you had a physical relationship with other men since becoming a couple with Mr. Spivey.
Well, when you're asked questions for 2.5 hours, probably not exact.
Different, I'd like an answer to my question.
Your Honor,
I've went to.
Oh, ma'am, hold on, ma'am.
Mhm.
relevance?
Relevance is,
What she's, for one, I guess, if I was a criminal situation, I'd be screaming rape shield, but under the circumstances, what's the question, what's the relevance to her responding about having relationships with other people other
not a stable relationship, and there's other people in the picture, and there's no real good reason for Mr. Spivey to be around Remington. And so it has to do with the stability of the household. It's relevant.
Objection, Your Honor, those dots are not connected.
Well-
They don't even know whether that's the basis for this motion, why we're in here in testimony.
I mean, I guess I'll allow it, Mr. Weitzman, a little bit, because if the relationship is unstable, then certainly that could be relevant, because if it's not, then I would tend to agree, I don't see the point in him having contact with the minor child, but we're gonna keep this on a pretty
Back
narrow
to
road.
you, Ms. Schuman.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true that, at least at your deposition, when I asked you if you had a physical relationship with other men since becoming a couple with Mr. Spivey, you indicated that you did not recall?
What page is that?
30. You need the deposition?
Nope,
Okay,
I have
Page
it.
33, no problem. Beginning line 9. Question, so I would like to know whether, since she became a couple with Mr. Spivey, she has had any physical relationship with any other men? The answer was, I don't recall. You asked that question, did you give that answer under oath?
Yes.
And, at the deposition at least, you were asked, at the deposition you denied having plans to marry Mr. Spivey or to make your relationship with Mr. Spivey more serious, is that correct?
He doesn't want to be married again, that is correct.
Sorry?
He doesn't want to be married again, as stated in the deposition, and that has not changed.
But your statement was, or the question that was asked of you was about, question, do you have any kind of plans to marry or make more serious your relationship with Mr. Spivey? Answer no.
No.
Page 34, line 15 and 16. Do you ask those questions? Did you give those answers?
Correct.
You have also been in social settings with at least 2 other men in Remington's presence, correct?
Social, what do you mean social settings? Holidays?
Social settings, that was the way the question was framed.
Well, I think we're getting a little far afield, I mean, what does that even mean, Mr. Weitzman, I understand
Okay,
you
let me
mean,
just
let
ask-
me finish let me finish what I'm saying, like, just because someone's out in a social setting with a person of the opposite sex doesn't make them in a relationship and doesn't make it anything untoward, so what's the relevance of this?
I agree. Can I just rephrase the question?
Sure.
Okay. Question, have you gone out in any kind of social context to a bar, to dinner, for ice cream, for a ride with any unrelated men since you became a couple with Mr. Spivey, other than Mr. Spivey? That was the question that was asked in the deposition. I'm asking that now.
Mm-hmm.
Is the
Yes.
answer yes? My understanding is you do not recall whether you ever saw Mr. Spivey intoxicated. Is that accurate?
No, I said rarely.
Page 38 of your deposition, line 24 and 25. Question, have you ever seen Mr. Spivey intoxicated? Answer, I don't recall. Will you ask those questions and
Yes.
did you give that answer?
Yes.
You admit that you were not truthful, lied to Greg about having plans to have an abortion, correct?
Correct.
Relevance, Your Honor.
Her truthfulness is very relevant.
I disagree, I'm not going down this road, this has been hashed over and over again, I'll sustain the objection. I mean, it's been acknowledged that she told him she had an abortion and that he was going through her trash to see if there's
Miss-
alcohol bottles, let's
Miss-
move on.
Mr. Spivey occasionally takes photos at your house, correct?
Correct.
And you would agree that Remington acting aggressively is something that children his age do. Would you agree with that?
At that period,
I'm sorry?
during that time when I stated it,
Well, when he
yes.
was 2 years old, which was when I took his deposition, you indicated that's what 2-year-olds do, right?
He's a 2-year-old boy.
I believe he meant when I took, not his deposition, not Remington's deposition.
I was gonna, you both were gonna have an issue with me if you had a deposition with a 2-year-old, so I appreciate the
Tell me,
clarification there, Mr.
what was
Rush.
said, what was said that,
You said his deposition, and the way that, there needs to be some pronoun clearance there, because the way you said it, it would have referred back to Remington.
sorry, it was, me misspeaking. You would agree that, I took his deposition, I took your deposition, he was 2 years old, I asked you whether Remington has ever behaved in his lifetime in an aggressive manner, and your answer was he's a 2-year-old boy. And I asked you to answer my question, and you said, yes, he's acted aggressively, that's what 2-year-old boys do, right?
Correct.
All right. And I asked you whether or not you've ever been alarmed by whether you've been alarmed with Remington's behavior, and your answer is no, correct?
Correct.
All right. You have guns in your house,
Locked in a safe, yes.
okay? How many guns do you have?
4.
Okay, and guns, is there ammunition in your house also?
Yes.
And where is the safe?
Basement.
And, who knows the combination to the safe?
I'm in the middle of switching safes.
I'm sorry?
I'm in the middle of switching safes. My current safe has a key.
Okay. Do you keep the key on you, or is the key somewhere in the house?
It's at my office. I don't keep it in the house.
Now, Mr. Spivey being a convicted felon, as you understand, is not allowed to possess firearms, is that correct?
Correct.
How did you get the firearms?
I purchased them.
Who'd you purchase them from?
Williams Gun Site
When?
years ago.
Can you tell us what kind of guns those are?
All 9 millimeters.
Okay, well, like, what brand, you know?
Oh, a Smith & Wesson M&P, a Springfield XD 9 millimeter, a Glock 23 9 millimeter in Tiffany blue, and a Ruger 9 millimeter. I believe it's an SR 22.
My understanding is that, as a teenager, you got caught shoplifting.
Objection, Your Honor. What is the relevance of this being 25 years old have to do with Mr. Spivey?
I don't know if it's 25 years old, number one. MRE 608B allows me to cross-examine her about specific instances of conduct that relate to dishonesty. And I'd like her to confirm that that happened, and I don't know when it was. All I know from the
Well, you said she
deposition.
was a teenager, and she just testified that she was born in 1981, which makes the math really easy for me, since I was also born in 1981, folks. So she is at least 42 years of age, coming up on 43, which if she was a teenager, it was at least 23 years ago, Mr. Weitzman. It's not relevant. Move
I
on.
would like to know, Your Honor, how old she was when that happened, because I don't know that and it wasn't stated. So
Your
I would
Honor, I
like to know.
believe it's
Okay.
in the deposition.
No, it's not in the, what's in the deposition is that she received HIDA, which is odd for a teenager accused of shoplifting, okay? HIDA is a heavy-handed kind of thing that you wouldn't normally see in that situation.
I've seen Haida in shoplifting cases all the time.
Okay, well,
Your
that's,
Honor, if I may,
Can I
it
have-
could be used for misdemeanors or felonies. The court rule says that convictions 10 years old or more are not relevant anyway. This has nothing to do with Mr. Spivey. I would ask that we move on. Thank you.
608B says it is relevant, okay? It's a specific instance of conduct, and the weight, okay, you might want to give may depend on when it was, but I'd like to hear when it was, Your Honor.
Again, I'll just state for the record, Your Honor, relevance to this motion.
Her credibility is relevant to all phases of this motion, Your Honor.
Just a second, please.
I didn't hear you.
I said, just a second, please. 608B says, specific instances in the conduct of a witness for the purposes of attacking or supporting the witness's credibility, other than conviction of a crime, is provided in 609. So if you're relying on the conviction of a crime, Mr. Weitzman, I believe you have to rely on 609, not 608B. And Mr. Rush is correct that 609 has a 10-year time limit.
I am not relying on, I told, as I represented to the court, her testimony was it was heightened. The initial question was, how old were you when you got caught shoplifting?
No, the initial question was, when you were a teenager, weren't you convicted of shoplifting?
No,
And
I
she
don't
said
think
yes.
that was the question, okay, but,
So-
can I just re-ask the question?
No, because it's not relevant.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you. You would agree that Ms. Wiswell confronted you regarding Greg's allegation that Spivey was at your house when you had Remington after she told you not to do that, correct?
Correct?
She showed you a photo, correct?
No, Mr. Wilson sent the photo in our group chat.
Can we agree that you did not deny to Ms. Wiswell that in fact Mr. Spivey was there?
Correct?
You then emailed Greg and accused him of taking the photo, correct?
Correct.
Can we agree that in 2023, you sent Greg to your house to pick up the Bluey blanket that was not sent with your mother?
I left it in the front yard in a bag for him to pick it
At
up.
the front yard of your house,
Yes.
correct? Right. And there were no problems when he went to get it? There wasn't any scene or violence, correct?
I wasn't home.
Okay. Back to my question.
So
To your
no,
knowledge, there were no problems, correct?
to my knowledge, I wasn't there.
Okay. Would you agree that you, after Greg was in a car accident this year, you did go to Greg's house to pick up Remington?
Correct?
How many times?
Well, for 6 weeks, so twice a week,
For 6 weeks, correct?
roughly 6 weeks, correct?
No problems at his house, correct?
During that period, there weren't.
Now, has Mr. Spivey accompanied you to pickups and drop-offs of Remington?
He used to.
When is the last time he accompanied you?
I don't recall, it's been a while.
Has it been more than a year?
I honestly don't know.
Was there an occasion recently, say October 2023, where my client somehow indicated he wanted to take a photo of the inside of your pickup truck from the outside because he suspected that Mr. Spivey was there?
I think you mean November 17th when he demanded to search my vehicle.
Different question. I'm not asking.
Yeah, it should be allowed to answer the
No, I
question.
object. This is cross-examination. I want her to answer my question.
Restate the question, please, Mr. Weitzman.
Would you agree that at some point, okay, maybe it was in November, but I think it was in October or November
Of this year?
Yes?
this year, that my client made it known to you that he wanted to take a photo of the inside of your vehicle because he suspected that Gary Spivey was inside the vehicle?
And I take her answer as no, that's not what happened. So ask a different question, Mr. Weitzman.
Well, can I have her? I didn't hear that.
She said, she didn't say that specifically, she said he demanded to search the vehicle, so I take that
Okay, well,
as,
Your Honor, I object to that, okay? Because this is a fair question, okay? And you assuming that that's what she meant leaves her off the hook, okay?
you can
And she
ask
should
a
be made to
follow,
answer.
you can ask a follow-up question, Mr. Weitzman,
Well-
you're well within your rights, but I'm also allowed to interpret testimony as I see fit, and her response to me indicates that that is not her recitation of events.
Back to you. Did my client make known to you that he wanted to take a photo of the inside of the pickup truck from the outside because he suspected Mr. Spivey was in the truck?
I thought that that was just
The
answered.
court just said I could ask a follow-up question. That is a follow-up question.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am, if you want to
It
answer that
was
question.
not indicated to me, as I don't do handoff with him anymore. It was indicated to my mother.
Okay. You did not allow that, correct?
I rolled the window down for him to take a photo.
Okay.
And then I asked him to get away from my vehicle.
I'm sorry?
I asked him to get away from my vehicle.
Okay.
Again, Your Honor, just for the record, I don't know what this has to do with Mr. Spivey, but for the record.
Was there an agreement between you and Mr., was there an agreement between you and Mr. Wilson and Mr. Spivey would not be involved in the transporting of the child to the exchanges?
No, there was a court order.
Okay, the order says it is not, no third parties are to do transporting, correct?
No, the order was for third parties to do transporting.
Okay, but it wasn't, the order excluded Mr. Spivey, correct?
The order said he could not be the person doing drop-off.
Did you interpret that to mean that he shouldn't be in the vehicle with you?
I interpreted that as it said, he is not to be the third party, that he's not the third party to do the drop-off.
If the child, if there's evidence that the child has asked my client, okay, if it comes in, if the child has asked my client, why is
Your
Gary?
Honor, hearsay.
No, the question is.
Okay, well, I want some
hearsay.
clarification on the last point.
I'm
though, if
sorry,
you don't-
Judge?
I want some clarification on the last point, Mr. Weitzman, just so if you don't mind. So ma'am, I guess I need to parse that a little bit. So is it that, let's assume for the sake of argument that your mom is the one getting in and out of the car to get Remington from car A to car B or whatever. So is your position then that Mr. Spivey can be sitting in the back seat because he's not doing the quote-unquote exchange? And that's not a violation of the court order?
No, I didn't do that.
That's not my question.
Oh.
My question was, is that your interpretation of the court order? That he can be present in the vehicle with you per se, but that as
No.
long as he's not doing the exchange itself, that's okay?
No, Kevin and I had a conversation, excuse me, Mr. Rush, and he said not to have him at pickup or drop-off.
Okay, so you understand that if the court order means that he can't be at the exchanges, he cannot be there at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so if there is some evidence that's admitted, it hasn't been admitted yet, but the child has asked my client at the drop-off, and a question, why is Gary hiding in the pickup truck? Do you have any reason why the child would ask such a question?
Your Honor, one, that would be speculation. Two, that's based on hearsay. So, unobjecting, thank you.
I would agree it's speculation, but I assume with the assumption that Mr. Weitzman is going to introduce evidence as to that point at some point in
So my
time.
question
So
is,
I'll allow it.
so my question is, would you have any explanation for why the child might be in the child's head that Gary's hiding in the truck?
No.
Your Honor, I didn't see any exhibit stickers. Do you have some?
I do not have any right now. I gotta get those.
Can you just
I
tell
can
me
write on
what our last
whatever.
number was and I'll number these by hand?
I believe I am on number 5.
Can I see it?
Just so these were handed to Mr. Rush while we were waiting for the court. So, in any event. May I approach the witness, Judge?
Sure.
Showing you what's marked as proposed exhibit 6. Is that a reasonably accurate depiction of your white pickup truck? Like one of the exchanges in late October at the gas station there, Myers Gas Station on Center Road?
I believe it was mid-October, but yes.
Okay. And this is where you park, where the vehicle is where you park the vehicle, correct?
That day.
Okay. I move exhibit 6 into evidence.
Mr. Rush.
Foundation, I don't know what the relevance is of the picture of her truck.
What's the relevance,
The
Mr.?
relevance is, we have a dispute as to where the exchanges should take place.
Okay.
There's been some testimony, my client objects to the exchanges being at the Myers Gas Station because it's busy and dangerous, in his mind, and so it's relevant to that issue.
I'll allow it.
Okay. Has Gary Spivey, have you seen any evidence that Gary Spivey has had some mental health issues in your relationship with him since August or September of 2020?
No?
Okay, I'm going to show you what's been marked as proposed Exhibit 7. Is this a photo of the same area in the Myers gas station? But there's no cars where you guys park, but this would be looking north.
It looks like it.
Okay, it's reasonably accurate, there's no cars, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and can this be admitted, Judge?
Mr. Rush?
Sure.
Judge, can I have that one back, please? So, for the judge's benefit, where you parked your vehicle in Exhibit 6 would be against the curb, and we're looking at Exhibit 7, it would be against the curb on the left here, just to the right of the sign. Right, it would be right over here.
It's not to the right of the sign. It's past the sign. It's right here.
You want to just put an X where, on Exhibit 7 where your vehicle was? Okay. So you would agree that where you parked the truck is close to an entranceway, correct? People pulling in.
Yeah, but it's probably 15 feet from the curb you're looking at.
All right, and there's traffic, people coming in and out of the pumps, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Have there been occasions that you parked at the other end of the curb?
The other end down there.
Right, on the north end?
Correct.
Okay. And again, there's an exit, and there's an exit there, cars coming in and out to go to the pumps, correct?
Correct.
Showing you what's been marked as proposed exhibit 8. Is that a reasonably accurate depiction of that little side strip mall in the area where Target used to be? It would be, it's just on the side?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, on the south side of the lot, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Have you and Mr. Wilson exchanged the child there?
Not at that specific spot. We used to exchange him in front of the Dollar Tree in that in the other side of the plaza. And that happened maybe 3 times.
Okay, the Dollar Tree is this the Dollar Tree over here on the left?
No, that's a nail place. It's not in this part of it at all.
Okay, well, where is the Dollar Tree?
On the other side.
You mean on the right?
Yes,
Okay, but it uses this parking lot?
on the other side of the parking lot.
Okay, I'm just gonna move in exhibit 8, Your Honor.
Yeah, no objection.
Would you agree that Mr. Spivey can be violent?
No, I don't feel that he's a violent person.
Mr. Rush?
Thank you. I'll be very brief. You were asked some questions here just now. Let me just get to it. You were talking about or you were asking questions about your strength of your relationship with Mr. Spivey, correct?
Yes.
Indicated that it doesn't look like, at least at this time, you're going to get married, is that right?
Correct.
Is that completely out of the picture?
He doesn't want to be remarried.
Okay.
I want to object. It's hearsay. I object to make a motion to strike.
I think she
I'll
already
allow
answered
it.
it
It's
that
not
way.
necessarily going to prove the truth of the matter asserted. Maybe that's not the case, whatever the situation is, but it's her viewpoint on where their relationship is.
And the strength of your relationship?
He's my partner. He's been my partner for a long time. He has done nothing but blend with our family and make Remington's life and my life good. He's done nothing that I've watched that shows me anything different. He has proven himself to be the consistent man in my life and be a good role model to Remington.
Okay. And I think you already indicated during your other testimony, and you just said it now, you've known him a long time,
Since I was like 13.
and you've been involved with a relationship with him. I guess you've known him since Dave Remington was born?
I've
Don't
known him
object.
since we were
It's
13.
leading.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The objection is leading, Mr. Rush. If you could,
Right.
I mean, questions, I think the question's been asked and answered. She testified before folks that she's known him since she was a teenager, so.
I'll go on, okay. So, you were asked about some guns. You keep them where?
Locked up in a safe.
That uses a key.
Correct.
And where do you keep the key?
At my office.
Is there a second key?
There is. It's at the bank.
Okay. It's not kept at the house?
No.
All right. And, you were asked about this incident regarding this pickup and drop-off where Mr. Spivey wanted to take pictures of your vehicle. Recall that question? Do you recall the question?
Wilson.
Stop. Mr.
Yes.
Wilson, I'm sorry. Mr. Wilson wanted to take a picture of your vehicle. Recall that question?
Yes.
All right. Your answer was he wanted to search your vehicle.
Mhm.
Would you please, is that a yes?
Yes.
Would you please explain that?
My mom, we forgot the body cam that day. So I put my phone on record and I asked her to leave it in her pocket because I just had a feeling like I have so many drop-offs that things are gonna escalate. And they did. Mr. Wilson got out and said, I need to search the vehicle, Gary's in there. And they went back and forth for a few moments. And I rolled down the window so he could take a photo and asked him to get away from my car. When he responded, he didn't have to.
So he wanted to search your vehicle is what you said,
Correct.
and you wouldn't allow him to, or you just told him he could take a picture, but
Get
you
away.
didn't let him search your vehicle.
No.
And my understanding is also on that very same day, he demanded identification and picture identification
Objection leading.
such.
Mr. Rush, the objection is leading your response.
I'll rephrase it. Did Mr. Wilson demand anything further in terms of identification of your mother or occupants in the car?
He's demanded before my aunt and my aunt's photo ID, which is why we had to file for the third-party motion. For third party to be able to do pickup and drop off.
And my understanding now is, you said Mr. Spivey's not at these exchanges, correct?
Correct.
All right. And then you were showing some pictures of the parking lot there at Meyer, right?
Correct.
Let me just see where those are at. And Your Honor, may I see those pictures for a moment? Thank you. This this is on Center Road, correct?
Correct.
And this gas station is where you've been doing the pickup and drop-offs, correct?
Correct.
How long?
They were at the Burton Police Department, but I felt unsafe because I thought it was vacant. So we changed back to Meyer in February. Since then, things have escalated again. And I would like to ask that we either do them at the Burton Police Department and call for a standby, or that we use Family Matters. It's a place friend of the court told me about, and they have grants that cover, and we don't have to interact with each other at all. I think that would be the least upsetting to Remington, as he was very upset the day that Greg was demanding to search my vehicle. You can hear him at the end of the video saying, "No, Daddy, stop that. Please don't do that. You're gonna get in trouble."
Yeah, objection, hearsay.
I agree.
Okay.
Well, no,
Mr.
I have
Rush,
the
your
recording of it.
response?
Excited utterance, Your Honor.
She said he was upset, I'd agree.
Thank you.
Allow it.
So, with regard to just the pickup and drop-off, which apparently is still an issue according to the order that we have in place right now, is that a yes?
Yes.
All right, so my understanding is that Burton Police Department now is open 24 hours, 7 days a week?
Objection, leading.
They,
But ma'am,
Sorry.
your response, Mr. Rush?
Well, Your Honor, it's not for the truth of the matter, sir, it's trying to establish pickup and drop-off location.
Well,
Yes,
but the
absolutely.
objection wasn't leading, the objection wasn't hearsay, the objection was that the question was leading.
I'll rephrase it.
Okay.
What do you know about the Burton Police Department?
I actually spoke with,
Objection, hearsay, lack of foundation.
I overruled, it's the basis of why she is requesting what she's requesting, so
Thank
it doesn't make it true per se.
Go ahead.
here I have this is from the Burton Police Department. I spoke with an officer, Miller, and I have that here too, that Greg is acting erratic at exchanges.
Okay, objection, hearsay, this is
Stop.
speech.
I'm
time.
asking you about hours.
Yes,
They said I can call them at any time, and there are officers inside for
Objection,
standby.
hearsay.
and I've made a ruling on that, so go ahead, ma'am, and answer the question.
Thank you. So you've checked on Burton with regard to them it being again a proper place.
Correct, and they
Right.
said that's fine.
Now, you just talked about this other place. What's the name of it again?
Family Matters.
And this is through the front of the court?
No, it's a pickup drop-off facility located on Saginaw Street. It is kind of expensive. I did the legwork on that too. And Joseph Bouchard, or I don't know how to say his last name correctly, at front of the court said,
Objection,
Bouchard.
hearsay.
Your response, Mr. Rush?
It's not for the truth of the matter asserted, Your Honor.
Then why is it?
It's just trying to establish,
The court will take judicial notice of the fact that we now have Family Matters in Genesee County, which is a private agency or an independent agency that does supervise parenting time and parenting time exchanges. However, there is also a grant available through the front of the court, which will pay for some funding of said services if necessary and parties qualify and a judge deems it so.
thank you, Your Honor. Then with that knowledge, is it your request that you use this service that the judge just talked about? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So, and, the reason that you want that,
I fear for my life.
and I believe you just had this incident that you were talking about, I think the one you were just talking about, of a pickup and drop-off at the Burton Police Department recently,
Correct. Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving.
I-
Why was it at the Burton Police Department?
because he demanded to search my vehicle the week previously and upset our child.
And did you go to the Burton Police Department?
Yes,
Did you tell Mr. Wilson to meet you at the Burton Police Department?
at 6:56 PM on the 22nd, the day before.
Was that day before Thanksgiving?
Correct.
And what happened?
Mr. Wilson waited down the road.
How do
And
you know that?
because I saw him,
Okay, go ahead.
and he waited for me to leave the Burton
How
Police.
long were you there?
32 minutes.
What did you do?
I left because Remington was very upset because he wanted to see his dad to see if he was at Meyer where we were supposed to meet, even though I messaged him asking to meet at the Burton PD 23 hours prior for everyone's safety. And he didn't show up until after we left. Officer Birchmeyer called me and asked me to come back down. I also have paperwork on that if anyone needs it. And, well, I can't say what exactly happened with the third party thing, but basically, I asked him if he saw what was going on, and he said I needed to see if a judge would order something else.
This is hearsay, and it's
All right.
I
narrative.
don't understand he who, folks, there's.
You're talking about the
The
officer? Let me just ask you, after you left the Burton Police Department, did you get a call
Yes,
from,
Officer Birchmeyer.
and what did you do based on that call?
I turned around to take Remington to his father.
Well, where did you go?
When I left,
When you got the call and you turned around, where did you go?
back to the Burton Police Department.
And when you got back to the Burton Police Department, who was standing there?
Mr. Wilson.
Was the police officer there?
Yes.
And was Mr. Wilson grinning at you?
Objection leading.
Like the Grinch.
The response to leading Mr. Rush.
It would be present sense
It
impression.
doesn't make it any less leading, you can rephrase it and ask it a different way.
When you saw Mr. Wilson, what did you see?
He was wearing Rock Revival jeans, leather jacket, spray hair and all.
Don't care about what he was dressed in.
Oh, okay.
What did you see on his face?
Oh, he was happy. He orchestrated the whole thing.
You had to come back to the police department after waiting for 30 minutes.
Yeah, but that's not the upsetting part.
What do you mean?
Judge,
Yes, Mr. Weitzman.
I object. This is way beyond rebuttal.
Well, Your
Way-
Honor-
Way beyond recross.
Your Honor, there's a series of questions asking about this pickup and drop-off thing. It's part of the order that we have that it still has to be worked out. She was asked questions about Meyer. I'm following up on why she wants to do the front of the court recommended location.
I'll allow it, and I'll also note that there has to be some latitude given to both parties here, given the bifurcated nature of the hearing. So, Mr. Weitzman, if you have some follow-up questions about this incident, then I will allow
Thank
that
you,
as well.
Thank you. And, I'm sorry, you started to say something. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, that Remington was very upset because he knew when we pulled into the Burton PD, he said, "Oh, my dad, I'm gonna see him here." And when we left, he was very upset that he thought he wasn't gonna get to see his father, and I feel it was orchestrated by,
All right, regardless, we don't need that
Yeah.
opinion of what you feel, that's
Mhm.
okay, we're gonna move on. Let me just ask you the last couple of questions here. You already looked at this picture with regard to your vehicle, is that your vehicle?
Mhm.
This is plaintiff's exhibit number 6, I believe, that was admitted, correct? And then is that right? You saw
Yes.
this with your truck, right?
yes, can I say something about that day?
Well, no, let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Okay.
This picture right here, plaintiff's exhibit number 7 is another picture of the parking lot, right?
Correct.
You see a lot of cars in that parking lot?
No,
There's no cars parked where you indicated that you parked. You put a little X on here. Where you, is that a yes?
correct.
There's no cars sitting there right now, is there? In fact, you can hardly see any cars in this whole picture, can you?
Correct.
And yet we've got this other picture, number 8, that's this shopping mall area that you did it once or twice, I think 3 times you said?
I believe it was 3. I would have to go through my journals to be exact.
And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cars that you can see in this photo, isn't that right?
Correct.
Kind of congested, isn't it?
Objection leading.
Your response, Mr.
I'll
Rush?
move on, Judge. And you know where this facility's at. This is the strip mall. You indicated you knew the location of it, correct?
Yeah, there's panhandlers at the corner,
Where?
on the other side of where you drive into it,
On the other side of this building, right?
to the left.
How
Yeah,
do you know that?
because I see them every time I go through there.
And you don't like that, do you?
No,
And I think that this same parking lot is the one with the large vacant, Target, isn't it?
Yes.
Objection leading,
Response, Mr. Rush.
I'll rephrase it.
Okay.
Is there a Target in there?
Yeah, there used to be.
It's no longer a business?
I don't know. I don't go in that plaza anymore
Why?
because it's sketchy.
What does that mean?
It looks
Thank
like
you.
something, somewhere people would go to be murdered,
Okay,
or at least assaulted or robbed.
alright. And, so your opinion here is that you just wanted this other facility, right?
I think it's the best for everyone's safety.
And I think last year, talking about this Georgia Spivey, have you talked to her? I think you said no, I'm
No.
sorry, but face to face or
No,
anything like that?
we had one text message last summer, and it was brief.
And the rest of these times you were talking about Mr. Spivey, Miss Wiswell, I think, picture that got brought to her attention taken by Mr. Wilson, do you know what I'm talking about?
March 30th of 22, yes, I do.
So this is a year and a half ago.
Correct?
And with regard to Mr. Spivey being supervised, or, having contact with Remington only in your presence or supervised, in other words, correct? That's been voluntary by you, isn't it?
objection leading,
Correct?
Mr. Rush, your ma'am, when someone makes an objection, you can't talk.
Is that a court order?
No,
So you've been doing what?
trying to appease Mr. Wilson.
just a couple follow-up questions.
Go ahead.
Thanks, Sue.
Do I get re-followed?
Yep. So let's keep it tailored to the new things that came up because of the
Yes.
time that has passed.
Isn't it true, ma'am, that the Burton police officer said that there shouldn't be any exchanges in Burton because you don't live in Burton and Greg doesn't live in Burton? Isn't that true?
No?
You deny that? Is that right? I need to hear you say you deny it.
Oh, I think Mr. Miller said we should probably do Genesee County. But I told him I tried that with Mr.
Wait, that's
Wilson.
not, I just want the answer to my question. So did some Burton police officer question that you shouldn't be using Burton because neither of you live in Burton,
He
correct?
asked where we lived and suggested we do it at Genesee County Jail.
Now, this business about being afraid for your life is a gross exaggeration, correct?
No,
Okay. Mr. Wilson has never threatened your life. He's never said, I'm going to kill you, correct?
he's never said he's gonna kill me. I still
Okay,
think he
And he's
could.
never physically struck you, correct?
He showed me a jujitsu move and I turned blue and my
Okay.
aunt had to stop him. So
Okay.
yeah, he's never been that physical.
Okay. Is this when you were a couple or getting along?
Yeah, when I,
So in other words, he demonstrated some sort of a self-defense technique on you once? Is that
yes,
what
and
I'm
I,
hearing?
yes,
Okay, but in terms of striking you, doing something in an aggressive manner, not showing you some self-defense, he's never been that way with you, correct? Yes or no?
he's not been physical lately.
Okay. Now, you insist on using the police even though for 6 weeks, twice a week, you went to his house to pick up or drop off Remington, correct?
Correct.
And there were no problems, correct?
He didn't act crazy during that time, if that's what
There
you're
were no
asking.
problems, correct?
During that period, no.
And that was in 2023, correct?
The beginning of 2023.
response, well, state the full
Badgering the
question.
witness?
I don't believe it's badgering, I'll allow you to
Okay,
state the
well,
entire
it goes in
question.
some review. For me, we had never even met. You said that I was a liar, trash can, dumpster fire lawyer, and we had never even met, correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, relevance?
What's the relevance?
The
Mr.
relevance is
Wakeman?
that she's prone to exaggeration and making statements with no factual basis whatsoever.
Your Honor, I would.
Just like her claim that she's afraid for her life.
Your Honor, I would say that, I guess in terms of Mr. Weitzman's reputation, I don't know whether that's an exaggeration or not.
Well, I think that's uncalled for and unkind. I'll allow it, Mr. Weitzman, but, I mean, I think that but I also would note for the record, folks, I don't think those two situations are comparable. I think that someone can be angry at a business or an attorney and say things that are untrue or unkind, and it's very different from their interactions and their personal relationships. I mean, I don't think the two situations, I don't think it's apples to apples, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, my response is someone that makes those statements without any knowledge, okay, is certainly in a case where things really count, like this room, okay, should not be believed, but in any event.
I don't recommend going on Yelp then, Mr. Weitzman.
Sorry?
So I said I don't recommend going on Yelp then for any reviews of anything, but let's move forward.
I'm not sure
I was making an inappropriate joke. Yelp is a review service online that you can go on and people make all kinds of unfounded claims on there all the time. That doesn't mean that people are generally dishonest in every aspect of their life, because everybody's a warrior behind a keyboard, like I always say. So, do you have another question, Mr. Weitzman?
no.
Alright. Can the witness be excused, folks, or Mr. Rush, did you have anything else you wanted to follow up on?
I don't believe so. Ms. Schuman, you were talking about the 6 weeks. That was in the beginning of the year? Is that
Correct.
what you said?
Correct.
Do you want the pickup and drop off to be at Mr. Wilson's home?
Oh, I think that question's been asked and answered about 47 times, so I'm
Okay.
good.
Nothing further,
Thank you. Alright, ma'am, you can step down. Mr. Rush, any other witnesses you wish to call?
No, thank you.
Mr. Weitzman?
Yeah. Call Georgia Spivey.
Your Honor,
Hold on, Mr. Weitzman, don't run out there just yet. Yes,
Your Honor, this calling of this witness or any other witness that is not on a witness list, I totally object to. I have the witness or the scheduling order that was put in place on this. And in fact, witness lists were supposed to be filed by February 23rd, which on that very day, Mr. Weitzman and my office, we actually filed witness lists. Ms. Spivey is not mentioned on any of these witness lists that have been filed by Mr. Weitzman. I totally object to that. There was an opportunity for discovery. Being able to simply call a witness now that's not on the witness list, not giving me an opportunity to depose the witness, to do any type of discovery on the witness when I'm relying on witness lists that have been filed, I completely and totally object. I don't know why she would be called anyway, but there needs to be, I would ask the court to make the ruling. This is Michigan Court Rule 2.401 letter I. And that essentially is saying that no later than time directed by the court. When there's a scheduling order, that, excuse me, let me get my glasses back on.
court may order that any witness not listed in accordance with this rule will be prohibited from testifying at trial except upon good cause shown.
Thank you. I needed to put on my glasses.
It's okay, I got the context in.
We all went a long way, long-winded here, and I'd like to be heard.
Go ahead.
Number one, there's no requirement, first of all, a direct supplemental witness and exhibit list dated June 26, 2023, which lists paragraph 1, Georgia Spiegel. An approach,
Sure.
okay?
I mean, I believe you, Mr. Weitzman.
Okay, but I wanted to be clear, okay? All right?
Okay,
Number 2, Ms. Spivey's a rebuttal witness, all right? She's not a case in chief witness, all right? The requirement for witness list goes to case in chief. There is no requirement that rebuttal witnesses be listed because sometimes you just don't know how the proofs are going to go during the opposing party's case in chief, and that's why there is no prohibition on, there is no requirement to list rebuttal witnesses. But regardless, she's been listed since June. Now, she is being called to rebut testimony of Ms. Wiswell, to rebut testimony of Ms. Schuman, okay? She's being called to show that, in fact, it's not in the child's best interest that Gary Spivey be around the child.
but I don't think she's qualified to give that opinion.
What?
I don't think she would be
No,
necessarily
she's not
qualified to
going
give
to
that
give an
opinion.
opinion, Judge. She's going to give facts, and it'll be for you to make that determination. May I approach?
Sure.
And at the time for Mr. Rush to make an objection as to that witness list, okay, if there was going to be an objection to that witness list, was when the witness list was filed or in a reasonable period thereafter. The trial started in July, okay? It went one day in July and one day in August.
Sorry, Your Honor, I don't recall ever getting that list.
Really? There's a proof of service June 26th? Okay. I'm surprised. Okay. Rebuttal evidence is admissible to contradict, repel, explain, or disprove evidence produced by the other party intending to directly weaken or impeach the same. The question of whether rebuttal is proper depends on what proofs the non-moving party introduced and not merely what the non-moving party testified to on cross-examination. That's the first paragraph. That's citing People versus Figueres, which is a Michigan Supreme Court case, but that case cites civil cases.
The witness list is in the court file for sure.
Sorry?
The witness the amended witness list or supplemental witness list is in the court file for sure. I'll allow her to testify, Mr. Weitzman. You did your job.
Thanks.
Maybe you can come up to this witness stand, please.